Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your June tarot reading. Thank you for being here with me. My name is Coco and this is Birdsong Musings Tarot. So if you are new here, welcome. And if you are not new here, hi, hello, welcome back. We are in a new space, you might have noticed from the May readings, but if you did not catch the May readings, yes, I recently moved. I now have the microphone much closer to my face. Please tell me if it's too loud. In the past, it's always been a little bit too soft. So let's just get right into things, Sag. This is a reading, a general reading for the month of June 2025. We're going to take a look at what's generally going on for you, challenges you might experience, how you're showing up, and what the outcome at the end of the month looks like, and a lot of details in between there. We're also going to get some words of advice from an oracle deck for you, the Wisdom of Tao oracle deck. And we're also potentially going to look at love and money specifically, depending on what comes out with the general energies. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. By the way, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate for you, if you feel like it doesn't connect with you, do please check out the readings for your moon and rising zodiac signs. I do find that that tends to be more helpful some months than just checking out the readings for your sun sign. First, we'll pull a few oracle cards for you just to see what the general vibe is. We've got the Strength card, number 44. So if you're seeing the number 4 a lot, that's confirmation that this is for you. The number 4 does correspond to stability, foundation, and that's why it corresponds to the Strength card, because the Strength card says tap into your foundation, tap into your roots. And what's that saying about roots and trees? If you have strong roots, the wind and the chaos and conflict of nature, it will rustle your leaves, but it won't unroot your tree. That's a really bad interpretation of that quote. Google it. I'm sure there's a more eloquent way that people put it. All right. Can't make it up. You got the number 44 out of this deck as well, and you've got 45 time to go on the bottom. So whenever there is a consecutive 2 numbers shown to me, that means my guides are saying there's progress being made on some front. So there's some kind of process where you are taking the next step in June, or you're just making progress in some kind of place. Now, like I just said, you've got 2 of the 44 cards. So yeah, this number might definitely show up for you in the month. And you've also got the 17 card, the Fates. Now this is an 8 card, of course. 4 times 2 is 8. So again, there's progress being made. You're needing to tap into your reserves of strength, of courage, of bravery, of, my guides are telling me, knowing who you are, and your self-confidence is very important at this time. Your self-confidence, trusting yourself, and being able to trust that you can look in the mirror and say, I'm happy with the person I choose to be every day. Because I get the sense right now really strongly that there's people around you, especially at work, was the first thing pointed to me here. They're showing me somebody looking in a mirror. It's a big mirror. And just somebody being able to look themselves in the eyes, or just sitting there being able to look in the mirror and be proud of yourself, or say, I'm happy with who I am, both inside and out. Because there's people around you, like I was saying, I got kind of lost there, that are not influential in a good way. So these are people who think negatively, they complain a lot, is strongly here. They just aren't, it's not that they're bad people and they're not malicious. That's not the energy. It's just that these people kind of have their own issues, and they might express and project their issues. And your guides really don't want you to absorb any of that. They don't want you to absorb people's negativity. They don't want you to emulate it. They want you to emulate your most confident, brave, and kind self, definitely, especially kind to yourself. Now, you've also got the Thinker card. So this is a time in June where you're kind of observing things. You're sitting back and you're kind of taking on a philosophical role. And this is you kind of not being too in your emotions as well, not being too stuck in turbulent feelings. Now, of course, we'll see what's going on here later on. Any situation that is difficult for you, you're handling it well. You're taking your time to think before you act. So that's the energy here. The Fates is saying this whole situation is fated. What is meant for you in June is going to show up for you. So whatever happens in the month, for whatever reason, it's just meant to happen on your path. And this is the divine, this is God, spirit, whatever your belief system, looking out for you. Your angels looking out for you, okay? So yeah, let's get right into the details. What card decks do they want? They definitely want this one, so I think I'm going to clarify with this one, and we'll start with the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. First, we'll see how you're showing up in the month, how you're acting and behaving, Sagittarius, in June 2025. Cool. 6 of Pentacles. You are on the receiving end of gifts, either that or you are the loaner of money. You're gifting people your time, your patience. Pentacles is a lot about wealth and finances, but it's also about the things that go behind that, right? So hard work, time, dedication, patience. So you are either gifting that to somebody else or you're being gifted that. I do feel like you are the loaner of it though, or the giver. You might be, okay, there's the Judgment card. Yeah, there's that test of your strength. Let's see how you're being guided to show up here. How are you guiding them to show up in June? Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, nice. There's opportunities coming your way. Your guides want you to see the opportunity here. Whatever that is, I'm not sure. But there is some kind of door opening for you that's leading to a sustainable future. That's leading to more money, more growth, a good home, stable relationships, a stable sense of, again, here they are coming in with this, a sense of self that you can fall back on. And I know that's such a vague thing, so I'm going to try to get more specifics here. Can you please show me more specifics regarding this? They're just showing me somebody driving and being kind of like, this is so weird. Somebody's driving in their car and they're kind of being like wishy-washy in the car. Maybe they're talking to somebody in the car, like having a car, your phone conversation, you know, when the phone, oh my God, I'm like, okay, I'm a millennial, you know, this shouldn't be like brain surgery to me, but you know, when you make a call from your car, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so there's somebody here driving in the car and there's just a situation here that your guides are pointing out that they want you to kind of be more, not ferocious, but be more like, no, I don't want to do that. They're showing me you being like wishy-washy or letting people walk on you or not really getting out your full opinion, not really standing behind yourself in that way. So that's just coming through right now. So take it as it resonates. I'm curious. I want to know more about this Judgment card and what this whole situation entails. Yeah, 10 of Swords. You're done with something, or there has been an ending of something. You're going through an ending in June, or you're just feeling burnt out, tired, exhausted from something. There's the Fool. Wow. Whew. Ending and beginning, all wrapped up in your reading. It does feel like the ending is here in June. And when I say ending, it doesn't have to be negative, you know? But the 10 of Swords is saying that you're reacting in a way where it feels heavy and it feels hard and it feels like you're hurt. And it feels like a rebirth now. You're like trying to grind through the rebirth, and rebirth, it sounds like this grand thing, but it really doesn't have to be. Like rebirth can just be you coming back to your self-confidence after a breakup. It can just be you waking up one day and saying, you know what? That seasonal depression, I feel like I'm finally coming out of it. It doesn't have to be this like, I'm a phoenix and I'm a whole new person. Like, how often does that really actually happen in our lives? I feel like it doesn't happen as often as maybe some tarot readers make it out to happen. But there is the Fool. This is a brand new beginning. This is starting from zero, from scratch. So, yeah, lots happening for you in June. And I think you're engaging with it really well. I'm going to get a play-by-play of the week just because I would like to see what's going on here. That's not usually how I do my readings, but, you know, spicing it up. Last week of June, please. Last week of June 2025. What's that look like for a Sagittarius? Thank you. Oh, I see. So the beginning of June looks cool. Like the beginning of June, you're like, all right, I'm looking to my future. I'm trying to plan because you got the Three of Wands. You're dialing it back with social time. You're really just taking some quiet time to yourself, getting to know yourself. You might be becoming more spiritual at this time. So maybe meditating more, reading spiritual books, or maybe getting a tarot deck, something like that. Just trying to tap into that side of yourself. Either that or you're just kind of taking a step back. You're just kind of being chill and not really talking to many people, especially when it comes to your future plans in June. Now, the third week of June is Eight of Wands. Things are very quick moving, and that makes sense because the third week of June is when we move into Cancer season, and that is when like real summer, like actual summer begins. So could be that you're traveling in June, maybe around the third week of June, you're traveling, and I'm not sure what goes on, but by the end of June, you're like Five of Cups. You're sad about this situation that we were talking about before. You're experiencing some really tough feelings, or it doesn't have to be something new that happens. I'm getting the sense of tough feelings regarding something from the past, the recent past. A falling out with somebody. It does feel like a family member. It feels like a child. And you are fighting at the end of June. It could be that you are the child of somebody and you're fighting with your parent or your parent figure in June, somebody you see as an important figure to you. Yeah, Two of Cups is under here as well. It might even be a friend that you have like a fight with, something here, or just feeling like lack of self-confidence, lack of that follow through that we were talking about before, when you need to kind of put your foot down with people. Okay, let's see the end of the month, kind of what's going on at the end of June 2025. Can you please show me end of June 2025? We already saw a little preview with this Five of Cups, but I do want to know a bit more. Ha! Well, did we want to know? Just kidding. This is the Death card. Yeah. Changes, baby. Changes on the horizon, especially at the end of June. Now, I do want to clarify that I am being told that, okay, yeah, usually I don't get something as specific as this, but I am being told that you might lose a family member at the end, towards the end. If there is somebody in your family who is sick, or somebody who you are worried about, like a father, or a male figure is strongly coming through, a male figure in your family. This doesn't have to be a male figure. This person is masculine, so that doesn't only mean male. It means like they're just very strong-minded, very kind of stubborn. They're not really super feminine and like loving in that way, or super like doting, you know. They're more like, I'm seeing like a grandmother right now who is very much like, kind of speaks harshly to their children or their grandchildren in a joking way, but like, they love you, but they're kind of like speaking to you harshly as like a joke. That's coming through right now. So that actually might happen, Sag. So do be aware of that. I really hope that doesn't happen. But I do need to communicate that to you. Now let's see what's going on in your love life. Well, you've got the High Priestess again. So you're very much doing your own thing. What else is going on in their love life, please? Thank you. Five of Swords. What is that? And the Fool. This tough situation that you're experiencing, whew, yeah, the World underneath. This actually might be unfolding in a romantic relationship. Now, this can also be unfolding not in love, but in a different relationship in your life. So a friend, like I mentioned before, a best friend, a sibling, a parent. There's somebody here who has sabotaged the relationship or who is sabotaging themselves by not really letting themselves be completely open in the relationship. They're not being loyal to the person in the relationship with them. You are pulling away. You are like pulling back. And it's interesting because the Fool is here though. It's like there's a new start for you on the horizon. Somebody is wanting a fresh start. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's this other person. There's somebody here who's coming towards you who's like, I want a fresh beginning with you. And you're like, I don't really know. What is the future of this relationship? What is this person offering Sagittarius? What is this person offering Sagittarius in June? Thank you. Seven of Swords. This person is not offering you clarity. They're not offering you straightforwardness. They're not being honest with you about something. I don't know what that is. But the Six of Pentacles is underneath, and that's how you're showing up in the month. So you're giving this person the benefit of the doubt. I'm not sure what's going on here, but you are like giving to this connection. You're giving and you're being very loving and kind, but it's almost like you're now kind of pulling back in a way. Now let's move away from love and look at your career. Oh God, let me get that card. The card that flipped up was the Page of Pentacles. Very nice. Starting something new. You could be starting up a new project at work, building your own business, just open to learning more things in your career, trying to gain new skills. They're telling me that somebody here is trying to learn with AI, trying to like learn AI and that kind of thing to like leverage it in their career. Writing a book, writing a screenplay. Anything like that. What's going on in their career in June 2025? Thank you. Now, whatever this new project is, it's not easy. You've got the Eight of Swords, kind of, that's mental unrest. That's stress, feeling a little bit penned in by things. Worried, potentially obsessed over something. And you've got the Lovers too. So it could be that there's a choice that you're making in your career. You're choosing to branch off and go to this new opportunity. And you're feeling a bit worried about the choice you have to make. There is this feeling of kind of anxiety in your money and career. Now, also your partner could be going through a transition period with their career. So that's certainly something that might be happening in June. Okay, Sag, let's get some words of advice to round out the reading. Whew. Okay. You've got two cards. You know, now that card, I'm not sure if you remember at the very beginning of the reading, we had this time to go card underneath, signaling that you are thinking about leaving something. The first card you have is, again, the 8 card, 8 and 4, showing up a lot in your reading. This card says that something is not meant to be. Don't take it too seriously. If, despite your best attempts, the outcome is not what you wish, it was never yours to begin with. The world is full of new opportunities. Self-pity and diminished self-esteem will only obscure your view of what is to come. Okay. The second card you have here is Trust Your Destiny. This is the Soulmates card. This also indicates coming home to yourself, so being your own soulmate as well. Your soulmate could be as close to you as being by your side or as far as somewhere on a distant path. Trust in your ultimate destiny to find each other or yourself, and encourage your heart to complete its quest. It is all within your reach now. So trust where this is taking you. The fates are here. Trust your destiny is here. Strength is here. It's saying this is on your path for a reason. You're being guided and protected right now. So whatever is falling out of place might actually be falling into place right now. And it might not feel like it. It's Death card. It's Judgment. It's Five of Cups. It's sadness. It's change. It's loss. It's grief. And at the same time, you're showing up very strong. Your guides want you to have this very unshakable sense of self and self-confidence here. So, Sag, that is all I have for you today. I really hope this reading was helpful, and I hope you got something out of it. So, thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time for the July general readings. If this reading did resonate, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. Any help is always appreciated. Take very good care of yourself. I will see you next time.